10 things dogs love. We need dogs and they need us. The issue is that all the time, we disregard to give them their essential requirements. They were initially wolves around 100,000 years back, and around 15,000 years prior, they became tamed creatures. They are really man's closest companion, as they have pursued, protected, sustained and thought about people since the time at that point. The dogs themselves blossom with being loved, ensured, and when they can help people in trouble. Canine cerebrum filters currently assist us with seeing how dogs respond to scents and smells. In the town where I live, there are endless dogs, however it is uncommon to see them being worked out. They are utilized solely as gatekeeper dogs, yet as they gab and bark at anyone and everyone, I don't think they are exceptionally helpful by any means. They have absolutely not been prepared at all, and they are regularly left outside in disagreeable atmosphere conditions. What can assist a canine with being sound, upbeat and feel needed? Here are 10 things that dogs truly need their proprietors to know. Cash can get you a fine canine, yet no one but love can make him sway his tail. Kinky Friedman. 1. They need a sheltered and happy with living climate. A few dogs like the Siberian Imposing and the German Shepherd can be very cheerful living outside in a doghouse, even in a chilly atmosphere. However, specialists are presently revealing to us that, despite the fact that dogs consistently lived outside for quite a long time, there are currently more dangers. Simply consider perilous planting apparatuses, pesticides, noxious snakes, dreadful neighbors, etc. Be that as it may, the greatest danger comes from outrageous climate, so a canine can stick to death in winter or get heat stroke in the hot summer. Dogs like to be outside now and again, however the best arrangement is to ensure they have their own space inside. 2. They would prefer not to be caught in a left vehicle. How often have you seen a canine endure in a left vehicle? I wager, bunches of times. Watch the video where the veterinarian gives it a shot for himself. Despite the fact that the windows are opened a couple of inches, the temperature ascends from 97 degrees Fahrenheit to 117 degrees Fahrenheit following 30 minutes. As dogs can't sweat, they endure horrendously, and they additionally feel vulnerable in light of the fact that they are not in charge of the circumstance. The standard is never leave your canine in a left vehicle in warm climate. 3. They need to be taken out for workout. They need practice and a difference in scene. Each canine necessitates an everyday walk, and in the event that you can't do it, attempt to discover a canine walker. Exercise encourages the canine to stay in shape, evade processing and conduct issues. Differ the course and permit the canine to investigate all the new scents. Being left in the yard isn't sufficient on the grounds that the canine won't run all over like a competitor in preparing. Keeping them separated and kept can prompt a wide range of conduct issues. I have quite recently watched out of my window at my neighbor's canine, and their nursery has been destroyed by his damaging burrowing. He is seldom gone out for a stroll. 4. They need to mingle. Presenting the canine to different dogs and individuals is an incredible method to mingle them. In any case, commit a couple of errors here and your canine will wind up being either excessively forceful or exceptionally bashful. The canine necessitates to become accustomed to different dogs with the goal that she acts well at canine fairs, network occasions, and when meeting different dogs during exercise. Frantic and loud children should be evaded, and furthermore the proprietor should attempt to get the canine used to men with facial hair, ladies with long skirts, diverse floor surfaces, blended climate and bizarre scents. These are all essential for your canine socialization program. An extraordinary case situation is the place where you have a canine battle on your hands, or where the person may chomp a youngster. Ordinarily, the canine is overpowered and the proprietor may guarantee that he was taking a shot at socialization for the canine. 5. They need limits, much the same as children. Call it what you like. Preparing, the board or direction, however every canine necessitates this. We will in general fail to remember that a canine has the cerebrum of a 2-year-old youngster, and along these lines needs limits, rules, habits and results. Specialists state that the instructional meetings should never last over 10 minutes, and they should consistently end on a high note, with the canine having done it right and getting a prize. The prizes for the canine and the proprietor are extraordinary. You have a more quiet and more sprightly pet. 6. They need to eat well. Much the same as us, they love their food. A few people are persuaded that giving dogs crude meat is exactly what they would have had when they resembled wolves. The truth of the matter is that a canine's stomach-related framework has advanced from that point forward and is not, at this point, prepared to deal with this crude meat. There is a genuine peril of getting salmonella or experiencing E. coli, which is serious stuff. A decent eating regimen of fat, carbs and protein is ideal. Additionally, most dogs do best with eating in the first part of the day and the night. 7. They need cerebrum preparing. Perhaps you imagine that dogs simply need actual exercise for a solid body. Be that as it may, the canine additionally has a cerebrum which can be invigorated through games, toys and different gadgets. They need to explore and find thinking carefully and faculties. You might need to play with her. Be that as it may, when she is on her own she might want to have a protected bite toy, for instance. There are doggy table games and riddles now accessible. Presenting your canine to new circumstances, sights and scents, for example, setting off to the vehicle wash, is likewise a decent method to enhance her reality. Any action which will enable her center, to think and take care of issues will make her a more astute and more joyful pet. 8. They have to procure a prize. Each time you comfort a canine when he is apprehensive, this is deciphered as a prize and the dreadful conduct gets fortified so it will occur with nauseating consistency. Much the equivalent goes when we give him a treat which he has not acquired by any means. It is prescribed that you request that he gets something or sit before he really gets the treat. There are presently work-to-eat toys which can contain the canine's food. He needs to work out how to open these to eat by pawing or nosing it. A portion of the more well-known ones are called Buster Cube or Dog Pyramid. 9. They don't need an excessive amount of talk. Individuals converse with their dogs constantly and they don't understand that nonverbal communication is unquestionably more viable than simple words. As we said over, the canine has a mind like a 2-year-old youngster. We need to utilize the correct nonverbal communication, however. An exemplary model when we blabber during preparing. In the event that we need the canine to remain and not come towards us, we will in general set up our hand. The canine deciphers that as an encouragement to approach. It is greatly improved to utilize our nonverbal communication all the more viably and to talk less. 10. They would prefer not to be embraced. What could be more normal than to embrace a canine lovingly? As a matter of fact, dogs scorn being embraced. The explanation is a straightforward one. Dogs have no arms and consider this to be an endeavor at strength on your part. In any case, you just need to be loving. It's not on. The canine will feel undermined or apprehensive. Dogs will now and then endure embraces from kids since they know them well. However, something else, this is regularly when canine chomps occur. See what happens when a youngster attempts an embrace. The canine may lick her lips or pull her ears back against her head, which implies she is disturbed in any way. In the event that you need to communicate your love, have a go at scouring her back close to her tail and don't pat her head. She doesn't care for it. Subscribe to the channel.